So I know this style of video isn't what I usually do on my channel, but seeing how nearly half my subscribers are from that video I made nearly a year ago, I figured it would be fine to switch up my content a bit to something I enjoy a little more. Now if you're in the OST like I am, you would know there's a bit of a consensus that 1 is not that well written. If you look at Discord, Reddit, or even that awful site known as Twitter, you would hear the fanbase say that her backstory is very generic, or power scaling isn't the best managed. And while I don't entirely agree on that matter, I want to do a short analysis on her character because I find this topic quite interesting. Before we get into that topic though, I just want to throw in a quick spoiler warning for TPOT 23. Some parts of the episode are gonna be shown, so if you don't want to be spoiled, click off now. Now in order to properly ask if she's a poorly written character, we need to ask, is 1 even a good villain? Because we can all agree that 1 is the main villain of Teapot, right? Well, as all villains go, they need to be shown why they're threatening, or else the audience will think they're a pushover. And honestly, they start off strong by showing she's threatening from her vast amount of abilities and arguably godlike powers, such as but not limited to super speed, an omnipotent power where it's shown she can regenerate limbs and even generate furniture from thin air. Telekinesis, where it's shown she can make objects float. Reality warping, where it's shown she can erase people from existence. Teleportation, creating pocket dimensions. The ability to drain power, where she's shown to drain the power from the yellow light. And the ability to obscure information, as shown when Tennisball couldn't understand anything Fanny wrote about her. All these powers were shown well before Teapot 19, where she absorbed 2 enforced powers through Pencil, and even got the ability to control time itself when she set her back to the start of BFDI. So how come, despite all this power, she still can't fix 3? Now don't get me wrong, being unable to heal her before she got 2 enforced power is reasonable. After all, she described that they are way more powerful than her, and they never made an effort to use their power to heal 3. But now you say she still can't heal 3 without X's power, and she gets owned by what's literally a talking light switch that's really angry? Now it makes you wonder, wow, 1 isn't actually as terrifying as I once thought. I mean, she couldn't even hit anybody while chasing them in a tiny hole. She has an aim almost as bad as a stormtrooper. So she's shown to not be all that terrifying, or even all that smart for that matter. So what's left of her? Well, this is just my theory, but it seems she's more wanting to take control over all the Algebraians' power over actually healing 3. Now don't get me wrong, I believe she still wants to heal 3, but there would have been better ways to do that in-universe. You've shown you can send others back in time, so why not, oh I don't know, send yourself back in time and stop yourself from ever shattering 3? Well, that would mean all the Algebraians will get to keep their power, and that's the issue. You see, 1 is selfish. She didn't want every Algebraian to be as powerful as her, cause in her eyes, it'll mean she's not as cool as the others. As shown in the episode entirely focused around her, she was at the bottom of the totem pole before breaking that yellow light, and she doesn't want to be like that again. 3 was an exception, cause 1 thought they had genuine friendship, but 3 just wanted to be nice and make all the Algebraians equal in terms of power. Not knowing that 1 didn't want everybody to be equal, since she perceives that she'll be back at the bottom again. And this mindset of hers still persists today, as not only does she want revenge on the Algebraians for locking her in the moon for many years, but she wants all their power too. Only after she accomplishes these goals, she wants to make an attempt to heal 3. Now, could she also go back in time and prevent herself from ever sharing a yellow light with 3, so she can keep all this power for herself? Possibly, but from a writing standpoint, that's just not a good resolution. Not only would BFB and Teapot never happen, but this would end Teapot well before a winner is ever declared. And we all know what happens when that happened with BFDIA. Which brings me to what I wanted to say about 1. From what the writers have set up about her, the story we are viewing is probably the most satisfying and consistent way to go about writing her, even if it is kinda sloppy. Whether or not you take that as her being badly written is up to you, but in my eyes, it seems she was written in a way so there's only 1 road left to continue her story. The writers have dug themselves into a hole while setting her up, and there's no way for them to climb back up. I want to end this video by saying, even though I bashed one's inconsistent power and arguably poor choices for a backstory, that gives no right to bash the writers themselves. At the end of the day, they're just humans trying to write a story for a cartoon. The best thing you can do is to continue watching, as that is the best way you can support the entire Jack and Jellyfy crew. And who knows, maybe one will get a lot better during parts 2 and 3 of the trilogy. But until then, we'll have to be patient.